Hello, everybody. Today I made a red velvet cake for the first time. It was so fun. It was a blast. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. So I'll be making another one pretty soon. I had to sift the flour. It's about 2.5 cups of flour. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was. I also made the icing as well. And yeah, it took about 25 minutes to bake the cake, which was pretty impressive to me. But I think it depends on what kind of mixer you have too, which helps the cake. But it came out really moist. And there's some few things that I learned about the cake. I learned that, all your dairy products should be at room temperature before you make the cake. And you should sift the flour and the cocoa and all the stuff, that's powdered form, mix it together and stuff like that. So I use vinegar as well. Yeah. I use buttermilk, I believe. That's what the recipe called for. About a cup and a half of sugar. But the most important part is that the cake came out bomb. The icing was pretty easy to make. I used 2 sticks of butter, 2 sticks of cream cheese, and 4 cups of confectionate sugar. Man, look at that. I mean, it was nice. I used about 1/4 cup of red food coloring. Some people's red velvet cakes come out kind of dark or light. It just depends on what you like. But yeah, messing with that KitchenAid mixer, that's about a $400 or $500 mixer right there. But we got it for a good deal. We got it for about 50 bones. I think the person that was selling it didn't know what they had, or they didn't know what they were selling. I think I'm gonna tell them hell to the no. Anyways, yeah, there's the hot cocoa right there. I mean, don't be intimidated by baking or, making cakes. It's actually easy. The only thing I would say, the most important thing about making a cake is just following directions. Don't deviate from the directions. Just follow the directions. Make sure you use all the ingredients. Don't skip any ingredients or leave any ingredients out. If you don't have the ingredients, you need to get it. If you're like missing some baking soda, or I think I used like 2 teaspoons of baking soda or something like that. But yeah. So we even had a scale. So I weighed the cake to make sure they were like evenly weighed. Pretty cool. Like one of them were like off by 2. So I just kind of poured it in the other pan until they were balanced. Then I just used a Q-tip, stick it in. It wasn't done yet. It had just a couple bits and pieces of cake on it, so I left it in a little longer. And that's the icing preparation right there. So yeah, I was having a good time. It's the holidays. Hope everybody had a great holiday and a great Christmas. And I'm looking forward to a great new year. So yeah, that's the icing. And you just put it up and down like the speed. The speed goes from 1 to 10, so but it smelled delicious. Words can express the joy of the smell of fresh cake from scratch. So you have to sift the confectionate sugar as well. So that's like about 4 cups. Yeah. Yeah, it got a little messy, but it's all good. So I just put it in a little bit at a time as it's mixing. You can't pour the sugar in all at once. And there's the icing. Man, I'm telling you, it smelled so delish. And the cakes came out pretty good. Look how rich the color is. Yep. And then basically I just had to like, hold it upside down. Man, the icing was so good. I make sure I mix it a little bit more after I took it out the mixer. So I put like a little dab right in the middle of icing and then just put the cake on top. It was so soft and moist. Before I started doing that though, of course I let the cake cool off. Everything has to be at room temperature. Even the cream cheese and the butter has to be at room temperature. Everything for the cake to be good, you know. And when the cake was baking, of course, I stayed out the kitchen. That's just something you do. Get the bubbles out the cake before you put it in the oven. So I think the cake came out a little bit, I don't want to say lopsided, but I could see it's uneven from there, but it was good. I mean, the cake was good. I would love to start selling them if I get better at it. What do you think? What do you think I should charge someone for a red velvet cake made from scratch? $50, $75, or $100? What do you think? When I say the icing was good, man, where's the icing at? The icing was so good. Yes, it's coming out good. And then I put some crushed pecans on top. Yeah, man, give it some. Yeah, it was so good. At first, I was just gonna put a little bit around the outside, and I just said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and put it on the whole thing. Just like the top. Some people like to put it on the sides too, but no, I'm good. Yeah, it came out good for a first attempt. Come on, man, came out good. Now, check it out. Check how it looked in the inside. Look, yo. Oh my. I'm talking about moist. You understand me? Moist. I mean, I know I'm going to gain about a pound eating this cake. I need somebody to help me eat it. I think I had about 4 pieces already. Shoot, I got a piece sitting beside me right now while I'm doing this audio. I ain't even gonna lie to you. With some fresh coffee or some milk. Come on now, hot chocolate. What else can you have it with? Hot tea? What's up? Look at it. So I'm gonna get better at it aesthetically, but I think I'm gonna start selling them. Thanks for watching. Bye.